Opening in 1998, Volcano the Blast Coaster is the world's first inverted launch coaster. Themed to an exploding volcano, riders are launched up to 70 miles per hour, over 2,700 feet of track featuring a total of 4 inversions. So how does this coaster rank? Growing up, I remember seeing featurettes of this coaster on the Discovery or Travel Channel. Ever since then, I've been hyped to go and ride this thing. So how does this coaster actually rank? Theming. As already mentioned, this coaster is themed to an exploding volcano, and the park has done a great job to that effect. The volcano structure looks great, from the outside that is, as at the end of the ride you are waiting on the brake run, you realize that this volcano is completely hollow, being used for storage. I mean, it is understandable that you would use this giant structure for multiple purpose, but how about simply putting up a couple walls to keep the illusion that this is an actual volcano? The ride features some flame effects, which do look cool, but the park only used them very sparingly as it was a very hot day when I was visiting the park. This station and queue has a tropical tribal feel, which for the most part is done well. So overall, I'm going to give the theming a 9. The lost illusion with all the junk inside is what keeps this from being a perfect 10. Intensity. Volcano features 2 launches, which are one right after the other. Both are intense and pretty exciting. The rest of the ride is not even nearly as intense as the launches, but still fun. Intensity gets a decent 7 rating. Fun factor. Volcano is a very fun coaster. After the 2 launches, riders are sent through 3 very slow heartline rolls, which are pretty fun because you are basically just hanging into your seat as you rotate upside down. So I'm going to give Volcano an 8. Originality. Being the first launch coaster, I would say that this ride has a lot of originality. Though the layout is extremely repetitive. Turn, heartline, repeat 3 times until the end of the ride. So yeah, it is the first, but not so creative with the rest of the layout. I think a 6 sounds in order. Smoothness. Okay, so this is where I have a real issue with Volcano. The coaster itself is pretty smooth, but if you are a taller person, this ride is considerably more uncomfortable. The restraints were crushing my shoulders, and the headrest is slightly too small, making the launch somewhat uncomfortable, especially the second one, which ends with you flying right into that Imolan type inversion. The hardline rolls would be a lot more exciting if I didn't feel like the entire roller coaster was crushing my shoulders as you're slowly moving upside down. Because I am a slightly taller than the average person, I'm going to grade this coaster with a curve, but with that in mind, I feel a score of 6 sounds about right. Okay, the final tally is 7.2, which is a decent rating. This coaster has lots of potential. Maybe upgrade the trains and put up a few walls inside the volcano, which would really enhance the overall experience. This ride has potential, and one of the highlights at King's Dominion. Alright, well thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out some of my other content that I have to offer. Please leave comments. I'd love to hear what you think about Volcano the Blast Coaster. Till next time, get out there and ride some coasters.